Good evening, class. So now is the real fun. Welcome to Python programming. Your life is about to take a turn and change for good. Your life will never be the same again. Now please understand, programming gives you power, but remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Quoted by Spider-Man. Please pay 100% attention here. Very important. Whatever I say here is either going to make you or break you in terms of Python programming. A small extra or less space, a small extra less or misplaced comma, a small mistake of capital to small or small to capital alphabet, an extra or a less dot, and so on, and your program will not run. Not running a program is not that a big headache. Now once you all start, or if you are already working in a company, you know how difficult and embarrassing it can get. Real nightmare is when your program runs good in your hands, but it has problems that you overlooked. It goes into the hands of your clients. Client advertises it, and on live TV your program crashes. What happens? Everybody loses face, but most importantly, you lose face. We don't want that. Reason: a small error, a very small error. Please pay attention. We are going to start from the very basic. We are going to go back to our maths lesson, and we are going to progress slowly and steadily into very difficult but challenging programming techniques. So let's just start. We are going to start with integer scalar type. What does it mean? In programming, when we are writing a program, the program has been written in a manner that it will only be executed if you use the reserved keywords. The way it has been written, we cannot play with it, because I did not write Python. Whoever did it has written the program in this manner. So let's start. So what is an integer? Integers are nothing but positive and negative numbers. It could be 1, 4, minus 9, 10, 30, but not minus 2.12 or 3.74 or 9.671 or 1.0, so on and so forth. Scalar means that there is only one value of the type. So please remember, scalar means one value of that type. This lecture has been written with great care and a lot of emphasis on the minutest details that you can find for Python. And I can actually bet you on this that the way this program has been written, it cannot get any simpler than this. So please pay attention. So what is number 23? It is an integer and a scalar, because we said that scalar is one value of that type, of that particular type. 43, 52, no. It is an integer, all right, but not scalar. Since on the right hand side there are two values, notice the comma. So here, if you see this? If you pay close attention, there is a comma. So this is not a scalar number. This is not scalar data type. Minus 9, yes, it is an integer, negative and scalar, because it is all by itself. 2.31, not an integer but a scalar. All right. 1.0, no, it is not an integer but a scalar. Because why it is not an integer? 0.0. So we have a different data type for that. We are going to learn about it. 1.23, 4.72. No, it is neither an integer nor a scalar, because it is 1.23. So it does not fit in the definition of an integer, nor is this a scalar, because scalar means the value of one particular type. Again, I am emphasizing on this. So you can save an integer into something. Now what is this something? This something into which you store an integer is called variable. A variable needs to have a name so that you can recall it later and use it. Now please think of this as your friend, and it is actually going to be your friend in the next few hours. Your friend has a name and you give your money, your key, your documents, etc. to keep it safe till you ask. Later you can ask your friend by name and get back. Remember how we called A and B? Similarly, we are going to call this friend and we are going to ask to give us back whatever we had safely kept with that friend. So in programming, the name of your friend from now on will be variable. Goes on the left hand side like we did in the beginning of the lectures. A equals to 5. So A was the variable and we stored an integer there, 5. Then comes equals to, follows on the right hand side. You give your friend the value you want to be safe with. So like here I have given another example, which is A equals to 43. That means your friend variable name is A and it is storing a value of 43. You can name your friend whatever you want. General rule, it should not be too short, it should not be too long. Just apt, just to the point, and very, very specific. So that's all about this one. Then we'll move on to the next lecture. Thank you.